Okay.
All right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us today for the Brooklyn Tea Party Zoom meeting for March 20th, 2023. We are going to start off our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. So here's the flag, and let's start it. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the
To the
republic
republic for which
for
it
which
stands,
stands one
one
nation,
nation, under
under
God,
God, indivisible,
indivisible, with
with
liberty
liberty and
and
justice
justice
for
for
all.
all.
Thank you. Uh, Once again, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us tonight for the Brooklyn Tea Party meeting. We are in a world of confusion and craziness. It just never ceases to amaze me how crazy the world could get each and every day. From the banks collapsing and the bailouts to Biden's friends, Biden's billionaire friends, and to the wonderful Alvin Bragg, who is very good on the, helping fight crime. He's done wonders in the streets of Manhattan. The people of Manhattan and New York City owes him a greater debt of all the time he has put in to fighting crime. I mean, we thank him immensely, really. I mean, who wouldn't say, Alvin Bragg? I mean, look at the name. We should all be bragging about him, right? We should all be bragging, wow, you don't have an Alvin Bragg? I have an Alvin Bragg in my city. Oh man, you guys are missing out on some good stuff here. I mean, from letting criminals right out back out into the street like a revolving door of justice, like you're trapped in the lobby of the Empire State Building with those revolving doors and just keep going on in circles and circles. It's a fun thing to have Alvin Bragg as your DA. Let me tell you, what is going on here is absolutely ridiculous. And kind of like what we're doing right now with our videos going a little haywire. You see that, Larry? Is there
Glenn, what is going on? It's only you, Glenn.
only me?
Yes.
It's weird because I'm seeing, well, because that's, I guess they're trying to get us here. What happened? See, it's weird because it happened earlier and then
The
it's,
mothership is coming for you,
well,
Glenn.
I don't know, Larry. Let me see if I could move this camera around. I doubt it's the camera. It's not the camera. It's something because I'm seeing you.
Yeah.
Might be your Wi-Fi.
Yeah, you need to reboot.
Oh well.
Maybe your Wi-Fi. Your Wi-Fi maybe it doesn't work.
Okay, well, I'm back now. Okay.
Yeah.
See, that was Alvin Bragg, ladies and gentlemen. Alvin Bragg was trying to get me because he knows I'm a big fan of his. So listen, what they're trying to do to our President Trump is absolutely ridiculous. Everyone could see what this really is. This is absolutely a third world type of tactic where we go after our political enemies. And oh, here we go again. And see how they're trying to look at this. There we go. And Larry, I get to see you in this little crazy montage.
Glenn, why don't you just try signing out and relogging back into the Zoom?
We'll try to do that.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's my new wonderful device I got from Cablevision. Oh, here it is. All right, I tapped it. I guess it worked for a moment. All right, let's talk quick before I go haywire again. All right. You could see me now, right, Larry?
I can, but you may want to.
Well, right now, we'll do it quick. I mean, eventually the other portion of the meeting won't be needing to see me. So, okay, so here we go. Like I said, it is absolutely crazy, kind of like a video of what is going on here. It's absolutely disgusting what they're doing to President Trump. Anyone could see that this is just a political witch hunt and it just continues. It never stops. See, Donald Trump is like Michael Myers and Jason from Friday the 13th, because here you think you knocked them down, right? In part one, part two, part three, part whatever. They keep just making these movies. He keeps coming back from the abyss, right? He keeps coming back. So no matter how much you're going to try to put this man down, he just keeps coming back, and he comes back stronger and stronger. So
like Godzilla.
Exactly, like Godzilla, because at the end of the day, what's going to wind up happening is they're just going to make him the new nominee for the Republican Party without even trying. And I think that's what they want. They kind of think, oh, yeah, we want him probably. Here we go again. And no, it's
Alvin Bragg is at it again.
Alvin Bragg is at it again. You got it, Ramon. Let's see.
Try get it signing out and logging in again.
Okay, I'll try that.
We'll pause the recording.
All right, so pause the recording. I'll press leave and come back. Okay. Okay, so we had a little technical difficulties. Like I said, they're trying to get us, right? They're trying to put the EMP waves out there. And look, at the end of the day, we are in store for more interesting times, as Confucius once said. May you live in interesting times, but well, certainly we are. So between the banking industries, what's happening with the banks, between all this craziness that we see in front of us, if you're going to come out like the video again, just right on cue here, like, but if you're going to go out and let's just do this one more time. Let's see what's happening here. I don't get what this is about here. Let's try something here.
All right, you're good now.
Got it? Okay, it might be my cell phone that was near this Wi-Fi device. That could be the reason. Okay, so what I'm saying is this: that look, at the end of the day, if you're gonna go out to protest, right? It's your God-given right, freedom of speech in this country to protest, but do it peacefully, because they'll do nothing. They want nothing more than to have another January 6th and to try to. Don't think that for a moment they won't be in the crowd trying to provoke things and trying to create that type of situation again, where they're the ones stoking the flames and what have you. Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for the trap, because that's exactly what they're looking to do. Okay? Do it peacefully. Do not be involved in any violence or anything like that, because that does not get us anywhere. Okay? Let's fight this out in the courts, and hopefully our president will prevail, because this is all malarkey. To quote a Irish quote, since we are just past St. Patrick's Day, but it's all malarkey. It's absolutely craziness. So look, we will see what happens on Tuesday, tomorrow. The time of the broadcast is Monday, March 20th. We'll see what happens March 21st if our President Trump is arrested and prosecuted, with these charges. We'll see what happens. But all we could do is pray for him and pray for our country, because they're looking to also arrest, I think, 1,000 more January 6th so-called rioters. Absolutely ridiculous. We could see from the videos that was put into our from Tucker Carlson, that was released by McCarthy from Congress, that we could see them opening the doors, walking around with them. Not saying there wasn't some knuckleheads in the group. Okay, if they did any damage, those people should be prosecuted, of course. But if you're opening up at a door, and who's to say who broke the windows to let them in? You put it past that our FBI probably did something like that? No, I don't. But let's just say there was a couple of knuckleheads. All right, so you get those people. But look, at the end of the day, did Statuary Hall burn down? Right? Were the statues smashed? No. Was the building burnt down? No. Okay, it's all ridiculousness. We see what happened during the Summer of Love when cities were burning down, but yet we don't see any of them really getting prosecuted, do we? We don't see what happened then with the White House, with insurrection, when across the street from the White House, where Secret Service agents got injured. A lot of Secret Service agents were injured by the mob across the street from the White House. And when the church, one of the outbuildings for the church, the nursery, went up on flames, and graffiti all over the church and all that. So we all fail to remember that, meaning the people in the media. But don't fall for the trap is what I'm saying. Don't feed into their narrative and give them a reason to try to stoke the flames of division here. Okay, so here we are. Right now I'm going haywire, because I guess there. Here we go again, Larry. But on that note, do we have anyone else in the audience? Larry, maybe chime in now and take the focus off of this portion.
I mean,
Okay, I'm back. But all right, so
does anybody have any comments?
any comments, guys, before we start our next portion?
I actually heard that Alvin Bragg, he doesn't even want to do this. He's being pushed by Soros or all his backers.
Yeah.
He knows it's a no-win case.
Yeah,
He's being used as a lightning rod in order probably to entrap the Republican Party or the MAGA movement.
correct, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It's been, yeah, I mean, the former DA actually looked at this and tried and dropped it. And I believe it's also been looked at federally and dropped. So,
and the Stormy Daniels also paid him what, $293,000 in court case.
I mean,
she was ordered to pay Donald Trump.
Right, he was the victim. He was the victim. The other thing about this, there's a statute of limitations on this, and it's past 5 years already. So that should disqualify it right away.
Yeah, I'm not a civil case.
Yeah.
And what about not being tried twice for the same crime? That's already, the judgment's already been rendered on that case.
Well, they're trying to do the federal to the
It's two different. It's
Yeah,
two
they're
different ways of trying him, which I think is allowed.
This whole thing brings up the question of who's running things, who's really in charge.
Exactly.
And if you say Obama, well, I say Obama's not intelligent enough to cook up all of these schemes and to have everybody get away with it. His intelligence runs over to asking who's got the magic wand, you know.
No.
The real guy behind this thing, and he's got a brain in his head, is George Soros. And he's got money behind. He's got over 300 corporations that he owns. And he's just got to pick up the phone and he can influence any number of congressmen, senators, or even the president. And I think he's the one running things. And all we can pray for is the guy keels over pretty soon. How old is he? 90 something?
Something like that.
You know.
Don't worry. It doesn't matter if he does that, because at the end of the day, his son will take over. His son's waiting in the room.
Well, his son takes over, but there's never any historical guarantee that the son is going to be anywhere near what the father is. You know.
That's true. Let's hope it's their version of the fall of Rome. Okay, with their craziness. Like my video again.
Otherwise, his son would be sharing a bunk with Hunter Biden in prison.
That's true.
And all I can say, then I bet this whole thing is going to backfire.
I hope you're right. I think it will backfire, because if anyone with a clear brain would see that this is just a
witch hunt.
A witch hunt. I never seen such a thing. Kind of like my video again. But, you know,
the House needs to act quickly and put together a subcommittee and haul this guy Bragg before Congress.
They do. They want to bring him in. I read that. They're looking to bring him in. Glad. Yeah. It's
better known as a subpoena.
Larry, this might be some reason because I keep seeing you for some reason.
I know. It's so
I don't
weird.
think it couldn't be my end, because it wouldn't be showing you. It has to be something to do what we're going to be doing later on in the meeting.
I'm not sure.
It might be the reason, but whatever.
Nobody else is. I mean, yeah, you see me, but
yeah, it doesn't make sense. And I already signed out. But either way, anyone else have any more comments before we move on to our next portion?
No.
Okay. All right.
Well, the only comment I could make is that we should make this a regular thing every 7 days, just like I say with the live meetings. It should be more frequent and on schedule, and everybody knows that like Tuesday or Wednesday night, whenever the established night is, they can tune in and there's a meeting. You know, this kind of continuity is what is needed to not only grow the organizations, but also to get the job done of getting the vote out, you know?
Yeah, Patrick, you're right. It's a work in progress. We're working on it.
Yeah, and that's why we're going to do an experiment.
I'd like to see a Zoom meeting with 350 people participating.
Yeah, that would be nice. We would like that too. We don't have, well, I don't think we have that many members.
Well, it doesn't have to be members because I shared this on different Facebook pages too.
And we're 8 people, well, 9 people, which is kind of sad, but
it is what it is, and so we'll.
And it's almost 8:30.
All right, so we're going to start with our featured presentation.
Yeah, let me stop the recording. Let me stop the recording.
Good night to everyone that's watching.
Recording.
Yeah, I know. We're going to say goodnight to those watching the video right now. And thank you for joining us. Go ahead, Larry.